everyone, welcome to Channel S Cosmos from my Viewpoint program. I, Sharanur Rupkotha, will be with you throughout the entire program. You comprehend that we delve into different aspects of all that exist. Today we will converse about schooling in the country and abroad. We have two friends here with us in the studio, and we also have a friend who will be joining us all the way from Canada online. So I'll make the introductions to you beforehand. On my left side, we have Tanisha. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing amazing.
How are you feeling to be in this program?
Well, I'm more than amazed and thankful, and it's like a dream come true.
Good to know. And on my right side, we have Kausar.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Yes, I'm fine.
And how are you feeling to be in this program?
I'm very excited to be in this program, and I'm also enjoying the program.
And we have a friend who's joining us all the way from Canada. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well.
How are you feeling to be in this program?
I'm excited and I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. I hope we have an incredible time together.
Yeah.
So let's dive into the main topic. So our today's topic is schooling in the country and abroad. First, let's talk about uniforms.
Yes.
In our country, it's compulsory, is it?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
In our country, wearing in uniform is a norm and also compulsory.
Right.
Yeah.
And the color, most of the uniform color is like blue. It's like a blue palette.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So, is it compulsory in your country to wear uniform? Is it a norm?
So in public schools, it is not a norm. People can wear whatever they want as long as it's appropriate and it fits the school regulations.
Okay.
And in private schools, it can be a norm because private schools sometimes have uniforms and they're usually in dark color.
Oh, so there's a difference.
Yeah.
And let's talk about how our day starts. So our school starts at
8:30.
yours starts at
Yeah.
8:30. Mine starts
When?
at 7:30.
Okay.
Mine
So,
also
1
at
hour
8.
back.
And when does yours start?
At 8:30 as well.
At 8:30 as
yeah.
well. So mine starts at 7:30. We have to be present by there like before 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
And the school ends at the classes are over by 11:40.
Oh, and my class ends at 1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m.
My class ends at 11:30.
So it sounds to me like your classes like you
Yeah.
have a long time, but
Yes.
it's same actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. So when does classes start there?
So it varies from school to school because it has to match the bus schedule.
Right.
So my school starts very late. It starts at 9:30
Okay.
and students have to be in their classes by 9:30, and since it starts late, it also ends late at 3:30. And in between that, we have like a shorter lunch because we start so late.
Oh, so you have 2 breaks during the classes.
Okay, so our classes are broken up into 4 courses. So 2 of them are in the morning and 2 of them are in the afternoon. In between that, we have lunch
Oh.
and we have a 5-minute break between each class. So you can travel to your class from your previous class.
So we don't have that actually.
Yes,
Our
yeah.
classes
We
are
can't
like
go to other class.
right,
Mm-hmm.
After the class end, there is only one minute break and the next teacher comes.
right.
Yeah, true.
Like even sometimes we see the teachers waiting outside.
Yes,
Like
yes.
he or she came early. And let's talk about how we go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It takes me 5 minutes to go to school, to reach school, but if there's traffic, it takes 2 hours.
Unbelievable.
Can you believe that? Like
Five
Five-
minutes
that's
road
long.
is 2 hours.
that's a huge difference.
yes.
But it's possible.
yeah.
I'm telling that.
Yes.
I have experienced it. Have you experienced it?
Yes, I have.
I need 40 minutes to go to my school. If there is traffic jam, sometimes I have to miss my school.
I thought it will take an eternity. Like it will take a day to reach school.
What?
Like you said, it takes 40 minutes for
Yeah.
you. So mine one is 5 minutes and it takes 2 hours for me. So it takes 40 minutes for you normally. But with traffic, I think it will take a day for you to reach school.
Oh my god.
And how long does it take for you?
It normally takes me 30 minutes, but if there is traffic, 1 hour maximum.
How do you get to school?
I get to school by rickshaw, sometimes by car. It depends on like the day. If I see that it's too hot, then car it is, and normal weather, then rickshaw.
Oh, so Faiza, like, is there any traffic like in your country in Canada? Like, do you face any traffic like going to school?
Yeah, so Canada has strict traffic laws, so there's like light signals and everyone follows that. So
Right.
we don't usually have traffic unless there's like a roadblock or accident. So to get to school, it's very like quick, and people like in 9:30, everyone's busy, everyone's trying to get places. For me, it takes about 5 minutes to get to school because my house is really close to the school, so I can just
Okay.
walk,
Oh.
and it doesn't take that long. For people who live very far away or like a few kilometers away, they get a bus. So the school has their own bus, and they will pick up the students at a designated spot. And since my one's a high school, they have to go like 5 kilometers or like 10 kilometers, not 10, like 5, 7 kilometers. Elementary schools, they are a little bit closer to the students' home, so students usually walk there.
Oh, like those who live near the school in our country, they also go to school on foot.
Yeah.
And
We were planning to take our house near school when we
Like-
see lots of traffic.
yeah, and like it's very tiring, like
Yeah.
to like when your school is very far from your
Yes.
home. So like how does the school day start? I mean, like when do you have to get up?
I have to get up at 7.
At 7? Oh, I have to get up at like 5:30.
Oh my god.
Same, I have to get up at 5 exact.
Do you feel bad for me?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad for me? I don't
Normally
get
I
enough,
wake up at 6:30.
I don't get enough sleep. So when do you get up? Like
So since my day starts like a little bit later, I wake up at 8 o'clock, and then I do my like daily activities. I pray. I don't really eat breakfast, and then I just go to school because it's like 5 minutes away. Some people I've heard they wake up at like 6 because they have to get to school and they're like a little far away. They have to use the bus. So yeah.
yeah, okay. There's do you attend assembly like the school?
Yes, my school has
Has
assembly, and the thing is you have to be there by 8, before 8, and after 8 the school door closes. So after you get there at 8, from 8:20 the assembly starts, then at 8:30 it ends, then you need to go to your classes. So it's like a hassle, and if you do not make it on time, then just return home because there's no going back.
Yes.
The
Oh.
school door closes.
So
So
some like enter secretly through the small gate.
The
like
small
every school
gates.
has.
yeah, but that actually is really normal for happening, especially for like class 4 or 3. But since as I'm in class 5, there's no scope for that. Like all the door closes at 8:30 exact. So there's no scope for entering in secretly.
Okay. So how about you? Like do
Yes.
school assembly?
We have to, like, our assembly time is at 8:15. After that, at 8:25 hours.
Our one is 7:40.
Oh my god, that's very early. How do you
I
do
feel
the
like
assembly
crying
in the
right now.
winter? How do you do the assembly in the winter?
Like in the assembly, like the time schedule, it changes.
Okay.
So classes during winter start at 8:30.
But still, it's so painful
Yeah, right.
to wake up.
It's painful. I feel like crying right now. Okay, let's talk about classes. So Faiza, what kind of classes like are there in your educational system?
is we get to pick our courses. So we get to pick what classes we want to take. Some of them are mandatory, like English and math and science are mandatory throughout some grades. But you get to pick anywhere from, our school has construction. You can pick construction, you have technical design, you have biology, physics, all these courses that's there. And you also have like additional courses, like some schools offer like hairdressing and other stuff. And they also offer like calculus and vectors, just a variety of many things.
So do schools offer language classes? Like they give you options to learn a language?
Yeah, they have French is one of the main languages in Canada. So you have to it's mandatory to take French in grade 9. And then you can pursue it or you don't have to take it the next years. We also offer Latin and I think we offer Spanish now too.
Oh, what language are you learning?
I took French and I gave up on that.
Oh,
So
recently
I
I've
just-
started learning French, so I need like opinions from someone who has learned
I
French.
also need opinions. I also need to learn this French because I know English accents like British, American, Australian, Canadian, but I want to learn like something different, like out of the box, because I've always been learning inside the box all the time.
Right.
I feel like it's important for you to learn something out of your curriculum
Right.
and get the experience. So I want to learn like French, Spanish, and
How's your
things.
experience so far?
So far, I would say that some of the words like they called cat as chart, and it's like different and at the same time exciting. So it's like a mix of feelings.
Okay.
I can't describe it.
And you said you were learning Dutch.
Yes, I'm learning Dutch.
Okay, let's move to the next question.
Why?
Is it separated? Like when you told about science, right? Like, is it like specifically biology, chemistry? Like, do you have books?
3 different books. Chemistry,
different books.
physics.
Or is it like all in one book?
In our school, it's separate classes for physics, biology, and chemistry. So you have different books, but teachers now use computers mostly. So our school provides the computers to all the students that are in any of the classes. If you go to that school, you get the computer, and you can basically use the online database the teachers use, and you submit your papers through there.
Oh, so I see.
Sadly, I don't get computers in my school. Like they don't really provide.
We have computers in
We
our
have
school,
computer class, but
but
yeah,
they're like
use them
those
in the
don't
school.
work actually.
Yeah,
So-
same. Like you need to either use them in your school, but some countries also let the computers to
we
take
have a
home.
class separately. It's about like the computer class, but
Computer science.
we have never experienced that class because
Oh.
you know.
Yeah.
Do you have labs in your school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do have labs. Who's joining us all the way from Canada online? Along with our friends, we have a special guest here in the studio with us. Our special guest is Shariful Islam Hassan, Associate Director, Migration Program and Youth Platform, BRAC. Welcome to our program, sir.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine, especially when we kids like you. I think it's more fun, more energetic to discuss.
We are happy
it.
to hear that,
Thank
sir.
you.
Friends, it's now time for Greener World. It's a special part of our program. It's a program where we raise social awareness and address issues. And today, our topic for Greener World is Fading Brightness, being a voice for children facing education inequality. So, let's see a video about it.
Obviously.
সকালে স্কুলে যাই ৮টা বাজে ১১টা বাজে আই, তারপর চকলেট বিক্রি করি।
বিদেশে পড়ালেখা করাটা আমার একটা স্বপ্নের মতন। মানে বাংলাদেশের পড়ালেখার অন্যরকম আর বিদেশের পড়ালেখা অন্যরকম। আমি বিদেশের পড়ালেখাও গ্রহণ করতে চাই, বাংলাদেশের পড়ালেখাও গ্রহণ করতে চাই।
স্বামী আর আমি অনেক কষ্ট করে আমার বাচ্চাদেরকে পড়াশোনা করাইতেছি। যে আমি চাই আমার ছেলে পড়াশোনা করে ভবিষ্যতে অনেক বড় একটা কিছু হোক। যদি উপরওয়ালা যদি ওর যদি বাইরে পড়ালেখা করার ব্যবস্থা করে, তা আমার থেকে আনন্দিত তো আর তো কেউ হবে না।
We have seen the video. Sir, what's your opinion about this?
Many children in Bangladesh like us here, they are not getting chance to go to school. Though primary education is mandatory in Bangladesh, but many of our children, they didn't have a chance to go to school. So I think that's really pain, because all of you know that getting education, healthcare, these are the basic and fundamental rights. But many of our children, they are not getting these things in Bangladesh. And why? Because probably sometimes it's poverty, sometimes their father or mother even doesn't have a home or house, probably they're living in slums. And even though somebody doesn't even have slums, many of our children, I think so whenever you go to schools or come to home, you see somebody is sleeping at footpaths or roads. So it's really difficult to get them in school. So though it's a basic rights, so they're not getting in school. So then what's that doing? You can ask the question that what the state is doing, what you are doing, or what even can do. I think that's the beauty of the name of these programs, that greener world. I think it's the meaning of it, that how you can really solve the problems rather than blaming everyone.
Yes.
So see that, I think you have heard the name of BRAC. BRAC is the world's largest non-government organization. So it's not operating as in Bangladesh, also in African countries and other countries. So we started our operation just after our liberation war. I think all of you know that 16 December 1971,
Yes.
we got independence. Then just after the victory, we started many of our operations, especially started those people, the older people who haven't chance to go to school. So started educating with them, informal education. And one day, one lady, older lady asked our founder that you are arranging education like old people for us, but my children who is not going to school, so how many years it will take to bring them in school? So it was a really valid question, because those young kids are not going to school. Then we think that we'll run a one-room school where the kids of this region or of that village can come to school. So then from starting with one, we ran 68,000 school. Still now we are running 6,000 of school. The ultimate objective is that the children who is not getting chance to go to school, so that they can come to school. Some non-government organization who is arranging this, some of the voluntary organization, they are running this. And even if you visit in university, Dhaka University Hall, you will be shocked to see that the children who are bringing the foods or water, it's the children. Because though legally a children below 18 or even 14, they cannot be involved in child labor, but they are, because first off they have to live. Now, if they are in poor, if they don't have food, then how can they get to schools? If somebody who doesn't have food, if you say that you have to go to school, probably it's one kind of we don't give the, because if he's not alive, he cannot go to school. So I think that's really critical situation, that what we can really do thing. And I don't think that it's only the responsibility of governments or a non-government organization, all of us.
Thank you, sir. Now we will get to another guest. So Faiza, what do you think about this issue?
So it was really heartbreaking to see, because from what I'm experiencing in my community, they value education of children, and they ensure that children go to school. And if they're going to work, they're not working during school hours, and they're getting paid properly and everything. So it was really heartbreaking, but it is also a serious issue around the world. And I know many organizations is working towards fixing this. So they work towards the right to education for children. And I think it's a very important topic, because education is one of the main things that shape who we are and what we contribute to the community.
Let us see another video.
Obviously.
আমরা ঢাকা সাততলা উপস্থিত থাকি। আমার বাপের নাম মোহাম্মদ আবু বকর সিদ্দিক। আমরা 2 ভাই 1 বোন। আমি 5 পর্যন্ত পড়ছি। আমার পড়ালেখার করার অনেক ইচ্ছা। আমার বাপ রিক্সা চলে ঘর ভাড়া দিয়া খায়া দেয়া সব টাকা শেষ হয়ে যায়। পড়ালেখা করাবে কি দিয়ে? টাকাই থাকে না। আমি 3 বছর ধরে পড়ালেখা বাদ দিছি। আমার পড়ালেখার করার অনেক ইচ্ছা। বন্ধুদের সাথে ঘুরি, খাই, ফিরি, মাঠে খেলাই, বন্ধুদের সাথে আড্ডা দিই।
Sir, please say about something about this issue. We are seeing that children want to study, but due to the financial problems and the family problems, they can't study.
Yeah, I think it's really shocking to see such videos, because whenever we are discussing about many hopes or even a greener world, but many of our children cannot go to school and they are not outside. Probably they are our family members, the members of this country, and all of them will be in one day they will be adult one. But think someone that a 20 years boy, youth, he cannot read, he cannot write. So what will happen? That's really a serious problem, especially for the children you saw that is from 7 slums called Chattala slum near Mohakali. So there is a bracket school. So that's why we done such bracket school, so that these poor people who doesn't have this privilege to go to school due to poverty, so that they can come to school. Even I think you have heard of the refugees, those people who doesn't even have the countries. Now the whole world even discussing that how even a refugee we can bring them or their children in education. And even I think you have heard about the Rohingya refugees. There are almost a huge numbers of people in Cox's Bazar area. We are also thinking that how we can really bring them in education. It's really important, because we always say that the younger are the future of the world. I think the real meaning of life is that how we really can be empathic to another children, another peoples, or another, because all of us really want to make a green world, a beautiful world. I think that's why we really need to help each other, and I believe that all of you will definitely do it.
Thank you, sir. So, what do you say about this issue? What's your opinion about it?
That is very sad, because we are getting chance to study and they are not getting chance to study. When I will grow up, I want to teach them. That is my dream. Without any money, freely,
Yeah,
and fulfill their dream.
Okay, that's really very good thing.
Yes.
And for me, I mean, it's really heartbreaking to see how they are studying, but the way they're studying, like on roads, on a random field, on the ground, with really few educational systems. I mean, I would definitely want to open like a school for them when I grow up. That would be my dream, so they can have a better chance of educating themselves.
Thank you. Faiza, please share your opinion on this.
So it is very sad to see that children who really want to go to school struggle to get that education that there is. And in this topic, I think it's also important to teach the children who are in school about this issue, so they can contribute to their community through donations, or maybe they will reach out and they will teach the children that they see on the streets and teach them all the letters and whatever. But I think if you want to make change, I think you have to teach the children that are in school to help the children who are not in school, and that way you'll have more people helping out.
Thank you. Sir, please share your another opinion.
No, thank you. I think that, as you said, though you are not, you said that when you will be grown up, then you will do something. I think that when you will be grown up, the kids also will be grown up. So it will be late that, because a large number of them probably will not be in school. But of course you will do something in grown up. But even though in your these ages, you can also think something. I can share you that some Japanese kids 3 years back, they save all of their money and they sent back to Bangladesh with this Japanese embassy, and they asked that we have heard that there are many children in Rohingya community who are not in school. So if you can do something. So you think that many non-government organizations, not only in Bangladesh, in Africa or in other countries, the children who cannot go to school, probably children from Canada or from US or Europe, and even from Bangladesh, they save their money to help them to different costs, real costs. Somebody to go to school, somebody go to get the health care. I think so all we are very much lucky that we are talking, we are not facing any war. I think so you know that what's happening in Palestine. Large numbers of kids are dying there every day. So for them, education is later, but their life is in danger. So I think that's why empathy is really much needed. So that whatever happens, so that the empathy in your mind is there, we will do something. So I think there will be lots of problems, and poverty is one of them. Large number of people in this world are poverty or in serious crisis. So I will again say that education is the tool of changing his life. You will be happy to say that somebody probably in police or somebody is working in Bangladesh bank, is a government officer or teachers. Many of them also didn't get chance to get in schools for poverty, but they had the dream that I will go to school, and somehow they managed. Probably they managed when he was older age, then he started going to school. Somebody, he was eager that I will go, then probably evening at times he'll go. So I think that's eagerness for them, those who are not in education, their eagerness or positive thinking is really needed, and it's our responsibility to help their dream fulfill.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your opinion, and thank you for joining us today. And thank you, Faiza. Thank you for sharing your precious time with us. Thank you too.
Yes, welcome.
And we had an incredible time together.
Yes.
Friends, the sense of time is running out. We have to end it here. We will be back again with another topic which promises to be more compelling. Till then, stay blessed. Goodbye.